and welcome to Hi Now Daily. I'm Rachel Picaro and happy Monday. I'm so excited to get to today's show. I'm wondering where Kainoa is because I missed that guy. But you know what? He is out live from Waikiki. Kainoa, are you going to have a good time today?
Oh boy, Rachel, I couldn't think of a better place to be kicking off my start to the week. Happy Aloha Monday. We're live over here at the Prince Waikiki. We're going to be talking about big time things taking place with this property. They're coming up on celebrating 35 years of being a part of the community. So for all the happenings, we want to bring her in over here. This is Dodie Priest, hotel manager at the Prince Waikiki. Welcome in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're very excited to have you, and a lot of things that are taking place over here with the resort. But obviously, being here in Hawaii, let's talk Kama'aina right off the top.
Absolutely.
What's happening? How are we celebrating 35 years at the property?
So we are actually so excited that it's our 35th anniversary, and we have decided to offer a great Kama'aina special for our room nights. So it's $229, no resort fee, half off of parking, and discounted cabana prices as well.
That's for the cool pool deck that they got located. What floor is the pool on over here?
The fifth floor.
Fifth floor, and on top of that, you're going to get no resort charges as well, right?
Correct.
And that's going to be a big substantial savings for a lot of people.
Absolutely. You know what's great about the resort fee is that it includes so many different things. Entry to the Bishop Museum, the Hawaii Museum of Arts, discounted tickets at Hawaii Theater, and just so many other things. So yeah, if you're Kama'aina and you haven't been here and been engaged in any of those things, it's a good time to do it.
No better chance than right now. And again, $229 for the Kama'aina discounted room prices. In addition to the Prince Waikiki and the things happening on property, they also got a great golf course over there located on the west side, and there's something new taking place there as well.
Yeah, we're excited about that too. There's a lot going on over here.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah. Actually, we're doing a par 3 course, which is really great for the fact that it allows beginners to have a chance at going out there, really being a little more comfortable on the golf course. And if you're coming after work and you don't have a lot of time and you want to just, play a few holes, play 18 holes, whatever it is, you're able to do that in a shorter amount of time.
Okay, cool. So there's a new par 3 course that's about to kick off over there as well. But back over here on the property, 100 Sails has been one of the really, really just iconic, nostalgic. Everyone knows the buffet that's over there. And there's a special deal happening over there as well for the keiki.
That's correct. So the kids eat free under 5. But I wanted
That's
to also
crazy, Dodie. Free.
Bring your
5
kids.
and up. You got to bring your kids. Free 100 Sails buffet, 5 and under.
Yeah.
Yes, check that out.
The other thing is I know a lot of people know about the buffet, but I don't know if a lot of people know about happy hour. So we got some really great deals starting from $5 off of all of our appetizers between the time frame of 5 and 6:30.
Right.
So yeah, come on down. It's every day.
Gotcha. So happy hour kicks off every day between 5 and 6:30 p.m. Again, we have a new par 3 course that's coming to the Prince Waikiki golf courses that are available. And then now this space that we're in right now. We're gonna expand much more on where we're sitting, but you guys are really kind of looking at different ways to utilize the space here on property.
Absolutely. So we're just taking a look at trying to create new experiences for our guests and for our Kama'aina. And you'll learn a little bit more about that later. But we're known for our Christmas bar, but now we're going to be known for hopefully a lot more than that.
Hopefully a lot more than that. And we're street side, so if you're hearing some noise over here, there's a lot happening over here on this Aloha Monday. I wanted to ask you as well, when you think about celebrating 35 years for this property and just what that means, just the amount of people who have visited, stayed at this place over that amount of time. And we see, even as we walk throughout the lobby, so many local people and other people enjoying Hawaii for the first time.
I tell you, for 35 years, we really are so grateful to our Kama'ainas and for all of our return guests and everyone who comes to our hotel. It's truly the reason why, we're the Prince Waikiki and can do the things we can do just because people supported us through all these years. So we're truly thankful for that.
Yeah, that's right. And they're showing their appreciation. Again, back to us. Kama'aina room rates beginning at $229. What is it? No resort charge and half off parking. Is that right?
And discounted cabanas if you want to be out on the
discounted
pool deck.
Cabanas.
Yeah.
Summer is around the corner. This is going to be the place to be. How do people take advantage?
So come to our website or you can call the hotel for the reservations line. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Dodie, thank you so much.
No,
now, as
you.
she mentioned, a lot of activations taking place over here at the Prince Waikiki. We're going to be talking about the space in just a little bit. This is a little bit of a hint, though, about what you can expect when you come down over here, kind of by the lobby area. Rachel, I know you like this place. We're going to send it back to you. We got much more coming up later on Hi Now Daily. Rachel.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The YWCA Oahu supports small local businesses, empowering women entrepreneurs. And joining me today is Colleen Makaluni of YWCA, along with Akiko White, owner of Aloha Bites. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome. Thanks for having us today.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime we can talk about empowering women, I am all about it. So I wanted to kick off with you, Colleen. Tell me a little bit about YWCA Oahu and how they really do support women in our community, from young girls all the way up to kupuna age.
Right. Since 1900, YWCA Oahu's programs have been evolving to help support Hawaii's women. And today we're kind of focused on our small business programming. We have a number of programs under our YWCA in Business program that brings all of our services of our 3 women's business centers, the Patsy Teamick Center for Business and Leadership, at downtown, and then we have the Kokokahi Women's Business Center in Kaneohe, and the Maui Women's Business Center, which is in Kahului. And so we are bringing all of our small business support under one program, YWCA in Business.
Nice. YWCA in Business. Perfect. And that's where you come in, Akiko. You participated in one of the programs, and then you have your business, Aloha Bites. Can you share a little bit about how the YWCA Oahu was there for you as you were kind of not only starting your business, but you were actually going even further and doing even more with your business?
Yes, they helped me a lot, and especially in the beginning when I was not sure what I was going to do. I got some counseling, and then later on I was involved in they had a pitch grant that I was available to go into and pitch, which actually
And she won.
She's being a little humble over there, but she won, you guys. That's incredible.
Yeah, so it really helped me to propel my company and to move it from my home to a shared kitchen into my own space.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Now, in what ways? Were there different classes that you were taking, or did you have any mentorships?
I think mentorships, one-on-one. We did some different, they have different cohorts and groups that you can join. And then just having that camaraderie from other women in business, it's very nice.
Very cool. Now, if you can explain to us a little bit about Aloha Bites, how long have you been in business? And tell me about the products that you carry. You also have a storefront as well.
Yeah, so we started about 5 years ago, about 2020, and started out with cupcakes, moved into jams, and then we got our storefront, and I started making breads for the front during the weekends. And our newest products are the mixes that we make, and they have a 2-year shelf life. They're made with ulu flour from the Ulu Co-op. Of course, we have here Sam Choi is partnering with us to create this great mix that he makes for when you want to powder some different kinds of protein. And today I brought some for you to sample.
Nice. Okay, so this right here is chicken. You powdered it with.
I powder with Sam's mix. The biscuits are made with our bread mix, and then I put a little bit of our lily koi jam on top.
Okay, so you've got breads, you've got marmalades and jams, and then you've also got these super cute cupcakes and the cake that you have here. And then for those who want to take a bag home, where do you get those bags so they can bring it home and then they can start cooking like you've been doing here?
We do sell them all over the island, Soha Living, Kulor Ranch, and their Kulor Grown store. They're going to be in Farm Link soon, and just different stores are starting to pick them up. So.
Very cool. Is it okay? I'm going to take one
over
here. So this has one of your mixes on the bottom for the biscuit part, and then you also have the chicken with your marmalade on the top. That is so cool. Awesome. Well, I bite into this so that you don't just have to watch me eat here. Tell me a little bit about the partnerships, though. When you're talking about Kualoa Grown, you were talking to me about different fruits that you might be putting into your recipes and into your products. Talk about those partnerships with the farms.
Oh, it's been great. I just look at, on accident went to Kulor Ranch. I was looking for fruit. They were looking for a jam maker, so we combined our, efforts together and have created our products. And then with the Ulu Co-op, they were looking for a way to bring their Ulu flour up to the forefront and try to have more local products. And just happened to have a contact with Sam and wanted to do something more savory because I'm really good at sweets, but
the savory
part is
This savory one is absolutely delicious with the hint of the sweet on the top. It was like a perfect combination that you got going on over here. I can't wait to try the cupcakes as well, and even more of these jellies and jams. So delicious. delicious. And before we go, I just wanted to move back to you, Colleen. I wanted to ask about the 125 years of the YWCA, what that means to you and, of course, the organization.
Sure, it's very special. We're celebrating our 125th anniversary at YWCA Oahu, and really focusing on our success stories, especially for our women small business owners like Hakiko, and wanting to make sure that we're providing as much as we can to the entrepreneurs in Hawaii, focusing on access to capital, on their business development, and then just help supporting them with best practices.
Yes,
so
and
very excited for YWCA.
If people want to get more information about YWCA Oahu and all the programs,
Yes, you can go to ywcaoahu.org.
All right, you heard it. And go ahead and pick up one of these bags, and then one of these cakes, and then one of these jams, and then, of course, some of these cupcakes as well from Aloha Bites with Akiko. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Now I can eat this off camera in peace, and I'm going to have fun with this because very, very delicious. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily.
How's it, Aloha gang? Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Take a look at that right there. Our next stop on today's adventure is Tokyo, but here's the best part. We're not even getting on a plane to get there. No, all you gotta do is come on down here to the Prince Waikiki and take a look at this. You're gonna be welcomed by this great arch that's featuring all this great cherry blossoms. Just feels like you're transported to a different place, a place like Japan. Take a look. A lot of detail went into this space, reimagining the type of activation that it can be. And for everything about this new venture, we want to bring in this guy. This is Jeremy Yagong. Welcome in, bro.
Good to see you, my friend.
Very excited to have you. Man, first off, this is radically cool, man. Like, tell us about where we're standing right now.
So we're so excited to present our very first House of Sakura bar. This bar is going to be open for a limited amount of time, starting April 10th. And it will be open every Thursday through Sunday.
Gotcha. Okay, what was the inspiration behind, why did you guys create this and give people this opportunity?
Well, so here at the Prince Waikiki, we have deep roots into Japan. And right now we know that travel to Japan is a hot commodity.
That's right.
We all know someone who's gone, someone who's going.
Check your Instagram, guarantee half the story is all Japan right now.
Absolutely. So we wanted to bring some sort of remnants here. And we thought, what better way to do it than to have people eat and drink under the Sakura tree.
Okay, I love that. Can we get a shot of that? Take a look at this Sakura tree. That, like, what did it take to bring this into the space?
Well, I'll tell you, she is as tricky as she is beautiful. This was quite a process for us. You know, she came in, we imported it. It came in pieces there. The cool part about it is actually, there are parts of this tree that is real. They used some things to preserve it, obviously, but it comes in pieces, and then we assembled it. It took a whole day. It was quite a process, but looks great.
That is so cool. It is literally smack dab right inside of the bar as soon as you step into this place. Now, as we work our way around, obviously, we're going to see a lot of different cherry blossoms. This backdrop as well.
Yes. So we actually have our sister property, which is the Prince Park Tokyo, and they have a pretty world-renowned umbrella display over there. So we thought, how cool would it be to bring a little piece of that into the fold here?
Absolutely. I mean, I could see people coming back over here, Pauhana time, having a couple of drinks, taking some pictures. In fact, can we get a quick picture? Thank you guys so much. This stuff for the gram. Check it out. This could be you.
It's
coming up on Thursday. All right. All right, thank you so much. All right, Jeremy, let's head this way now. You mentioned just a lot of the detail that went into this place, including this tree, but even the decor, everything.
Yes, so the wonderful team over at House of Suntory, they really helped us put together this plan. You know, I have to big shout out to our guest experience manager, Chris Nakano.
Right.
And he had this wonderful idea, and he said, let's bring in a tree, let's bring in cherry blossoms, and we were able to marry that idea with teaming up with Suntory.
How has the partnership been with Suntory? You know, oftentimes when brands are collaborating to bring these types of projects to life, but this seems like it's been such a great partnership for you guys.
I mean, they've been nothing but professionals. They were so easy to work with, and you know, we'll get into it a little later, but they provided us with a Suntory whiskey cart there and all these other things. But
we got a
yeah,
lot
they've been
to get
great.
to. But as you mentioned, this being the House of Sakura Bar, cocktails, the drink experience is going to be really unique over here, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we're using all of Suntory's products here. So it's going to be all Japanese inspired things, including some cool seltzers there.
Cool seltzers. Do we have time for a cocktail, my friend?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So what are you guys looking to do with the experience? And obviously you mentioned Japan is a very hot travel destination for so many of us here in Hawaii, but what are you hoping people take from the experience when they come down here?
You know, we just wanted to embody this whole thing with the sights, the sounds, the smells, the tastes, and just so that way people don't have to wait to go to Japan, or if you're waiting for Japan, you can get a little piece of it right here.
Okay, so you mentioned as well, it's going to be select hours, not open every single day, right? But it opens this Thursday, April.
This Thursday, yes. We open up to the public this Thursday. Grand opening really Friday, and then we will be open from 5 to 10 o'clock.
Okay, got the grand opening coming up this weekend. Thank you, Bradley, my friend. What are we staring at over here, Jeremy? What's this?
So this is our Midori Hana, which is our green flower drink. And basically that's Suntory Haku Japanese rice vodka. We got Midori in there, lemon, and yuzu. Something nice and refreshing.
Thank you, my friend. This is light and refreshing. Go ahead, take a look. Jeremy, thank you so much. Do people need reservations for the spot? Because it is select hours, right? Different seating capacity. How do people just roll in and check it out?
So it is first come, first serve. We do advise that if you have a larger party to go ahead and let us know, and we're going to try our best to work with you. Go ahead and call the hotel, and then we'll try to get that reserved for you. Yeah, but it's first come, first serve.
First come, first serve. Cheers, my friend. Thank you so much. This is delicious. It's light, refreshing. You gotta come on down here and check it out over here. We'll be back live at the Prince Waikiki, hanging out at the House of Sakura. Cheers.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Military and Community Relations Office, otherwise known as MACRO, is dedicated to building bridges between Hawaii's military and local communities. Through engagement, education, and transparent communication, MACRO is committed to promoting and preserving the foundations of Hawaii. And joining me now from Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard and Intermediate Maintenance Facility, we have Captain Ryan McCrillis and General Foreman with Shop 38, Brittany Cortero. Welcome to the show. How you guys doing today? Yes, of course. Anytime you guys are welcome here in Hi Now studio. But I wanted to start off with you. Let's talk a little bit about the Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard and just how important the strategic area of where we are is so important.
Well, obviously with the focus on the Pacific, Hawaii right here in the middle, we are the place to be without a doubt. And the shipyard itself is the closest place we can repair ships like totality, and we've got a great workforce, an amazing place to do it.
Absolutely. Now you're talking about this workforce. We were talking a little earlier, and you guys were saying over 6,000 people here in Hawaii are working with you folks. And how incredible is that to have this opportunity for the community and have these opportunities for them to work?
Oh, it's great. I mean, these people know their jobs. They're intent on doing it right and doing it well, and we're extremely successful. It's pretty amazing, and it's the whole community too, because we reach out to schools and people come in through the apprentice program. Brittany's a great example of that, and it's amazing place to be.
Now, Brittany, tell me a little bit about your story. You've gone through the program, like Captain mentioned. Tell me what your experience was like, and then about the position that you hold today.
Yeah, so I didn't know anything about it. My mom mentioned that the shipyard was a great career opportunity, so I went ahead and I applied for the apprentice program. I joined the program with no experience. I learned everything on the job, and I was able to earn a degree at the same time, applied trades degree through Honolulu Community College, and that was all on the clock, paid for. It was an amazing experience, and yeah, I've been able to work my way up in the shop, and I've enjoyed the entire time.
Wow. Okay, now we mentioned that there are just a plethora of different job descriptions and different areas that they can get into, but what are some of the main ones that people would mostly know Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard, and are there constant opportunities for people who are looking for a job?
There are a large variety, especially in the trades. The trade that I'm in is the outside machinist, so we're mechanics, but there's also welders and electricians. One of the best ways to know about these jobs would be through our social media accounts, either Instagram or Facebook. They're constantly posting about these opportunities.
And then you were mentioning that there are trade opportunities, and you mentioned Honolulu Community College. Tell me a little bit about that, and for those who are already enrolled in the community college, what their avenue is to getting in with you folks.
So it would just be you apply for the apprentice program, or there's other opportunities such as direct hire programs. We also have other jobs that aren't just in the trades. We have engineers. There's just a wide variety of jobs that you can apply for.
We're constantly looking for engineers to hire, so pairing up with HCC and all the schools around here. It's big.
Well, if people wanted to get more information, you mentioned the Instagram, but there's also, I'm sure, a website. That's where all the information is really going to be when they wanted to really explore the opportunities of what's right for them. Tell me about that website.
When I applied through USA jobs.gov.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, and then follow them on Instagram, social media. That's where they're going to have all the information. But you two, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Great to be here.
Yes, and we are going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Back live over here at the Prince Waikiki, hanging out with Jeremy Yagung, and we've been talking all about this new activation, House of Sakura. It opens up this Thursday, okay? They got a lot happening over here. This really is going to be your transport over to Japan. For everyone trying to get there, this is going to be the next best thing located over here. Jeremy, we were talking a little bit earlier, when it comes down to the decor, the feeling when you step into this place, the cocktails, which are fantastic, but this specific drink cart over here, is one of what? Very special, right?
One-on-one is exactly it. So the wonderful team over at House of Suntory has allowed us to use their Suntory cart, which is going to be making us some Toki highballs. And so
and
you're
what
not
are
going
Toki highballs? What does that consist of? That's one of the very popular, because Suntory does the whiskey, right?
Yes, yes. And what's really cool about it is that the machine mixes it live right here. So you're not pouring everything, all the carbonation, all the liquor goes right through this machine. And it's
so in essence, every single time this machine is being utilized, it's just the perfect pour.
the perfect pour.
Every single time?
Yes, sir.
Bradley, we're ready for you, man. Let's go ahead and get a look at what a perfect pour looks like. So how did this collaboration start with getting this in here? Obviously partnering with Suntory, but this is, I mean, the Suntory whiskey, the Toki highballs are big. It's very popular.
Yes, absolutely. So our wonderful hotel manager, Dodi Priest, she wanted to partner up with Suntory and do some type of bar down here, and we married that with our idea with Chris Nakano and his Sakura tree.
And you can kind of even see that when you look at it, like the carbonation, it is very different. Bubbles tiny.
Yes, yes, that is something unique about
see that?
this. Yes.
It's all coming up there to the top over there. Cheers, Jeremy.
Cheers.
Cheers to the perfect pour.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's lovely. That's a great way to start the pauhana. Now, in addition to the great drinks, the cocktails, the atmosphere when you step into this place, the food. We got some good grinds going on over here. We have some on the table right now, bro. What we got?
Alrighty, so we have our miso butterfish, our collared salmon there, chicken karage, we have our salmon belly, ahi sashimi, we have our sakura onigiri, we have our mixed vegetables and our salad here, and our sukemono.
Nice, and Chef just had an opportunity to come out and bring this up, but a lot of this stuff pairs really well with a lot of the drink offerings, right?
Yes, absolutely. So our executive chef, Jeremy Shigekane, put together an izakaya style menu, and so it's got a bunch of different things that we can have, and pairs on perfectly.
My goodness, man, the salmon belly is decadent, soft, perfect chew. Now, we mentioned as well, grand opening is taking place this Thursday.
Yes.
So, in terms of people coming down here to check it out, Instagram, social media, all that stuff is still the best thing. Yeah?
Yep, Instagram, social media, all that, and then if you want to go ahead and check out our website, it'll have all the details. It'll be under experiences, and then you can go find out whatever you need to.
Yeah, very unique experiences that are taking place over here. And again, Prince Waikiki coming up, celebrating 35 years, $229. That's going to be the Kama'aina rate, and with that, they get a lot of other added parts, right?
Yes, absolutely. There'll be more perks to come there. Yeah.
And then with the new golf course as well, Dodi and I were speaking during the break. It's actually only going to be $25. $25 for the Kama'aina. Get out there. You play the par 3 course. It's going to be a 9. But a lot of different initiatives taking place. When you think about celebrating 35 years, though, well, I mean, what does that mean to you guys and for the staff over here at the property? We've been talking throughout the show about the visitors that come here, both people that are Kama'aina and people traveling from around the world.
So when we think about our 35-year anniversary, for us, it's really about the people, and it's really about all the workers and how happy everyone is here. We try to treat everybody like family, and with that, our guests feel like family, and the Kama'aina that come visit our restaurants feels like family. So for 35 years, we've been doing it. We want to do it for another 35 more, so we wanted to do something special.
What's been the best part of this journey for you, man, being a part of this property?
Being in a place that allows us to create. As you can see, the leadership here wants us to push, wants us to do other things. I think our general manager, Sean Gahinhin, throw things at the wall, see if they stick, and that's what we're doing here. So
love that.
Happy to have that.
Okay, so again, a lot of different activations happening. Also, I was learning when Dodi was speaking as well, people who stay on property still get free admission to a lot of the local museums and things as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. If you stay in our hotel, then I believe they give you something that will give you access to.
That's right, to Bishop Museum, and for a full list of that, make sure you head to the website. People want to book, man, learn more about this place, celebrate with you guys, take advantage of that Kama'aina rate. What's the best way to do all that?
Go ahead and hit us up online at princewaikiki.com, or hit up on Instagram. Give us a follow, give us an ad.
There you go. Or make sure you come down here to the House of Sakura, man. This Thursday we got the grand opening. They've got food, they've got grinds, they've got cocktails, including the perfect pour. This is the perfect pair, though, right over here.
Cheers.
That's going to do it for us live. Rachel, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Kainoa. And you know what? I think, Kainoa, I got the perfect shot right about here. You see that? Yes, I've got a bow in hand. For some reason, they wouldn't give me the arrow, though. So I don't know. I got a net over here. Andy as well, husband-wife duo, because you guys love archery. And I know you guys are part of the Kupuna programs with Parks and Rec. So you got to tell me a little bit about how long you folks have been doing archery.
I've been doing archery almost 5 years now. And I started with the senior program and somebody said, come join us, and I did. And now there's so many of us, so many more of us, both men and women, seniors participating.
That's incredible, because to find that community and to be able to get out there, have fun, exercise, and just find another passion. That's amazing. And now, Andy, you've been doing this. You said you're a little bit behind getting into archery.
I've been doing it for about 2 years.
2 years. But you were saying that he's pretty good, yeah?
He's good.
How good is he?
Better than me.
But like, so good that he won 3rd place in, what was it, last year's competition? Yeah, 3rd place last year competition, and there was about like, what, 50 or so people that entered?
But Mililani, which is where we were from, won 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Ooh, repping the Mililani over here. Okay, perfect. So archery obviously is very fun. It's part of the free programs with Parks and Recreation. And you guys have been doing this for the last couple of years, but what is it about archery that's so amazing and that you keep going back to?
I think the best thing about archery is that you're competing with yourself, you know, trying to get farther distances and more accurate and bring it in. And we've stepped it up. Now we're at, we went from our Mililani location, now we're at Corp, Patiming Park. And the guy that's teaching us is very high level.
Ooh.
And he also worked for the city and county. And now we're shooting, you know, 20, 30, 40 yards out.
Awesome. I mean, she means business, because did you see this right over here?
Yeah, our
you got
safety
your
equipment.
like safety equipment. You have your what is this one? The
Glove.
Glove.
Yeah.
And then what is this one for here?
This
on
is
the side?
so that when we let the bow go, the string go, the string doesn't clip our hand.
All right. Well, you know what? I was just making pretend, because I actually don't know how to do archery, but you got to show everybody how, just the nice stance and how you get.
And then you have to look, who do I shoot at the...
Who do you not like?
We're not pulling.
No,
Well, there
I'm
we go.
just
I do have a target. But you
Very
just
good.
pull it back. You just pull it back, and everything is about safety.
Okay.
And then, so I won't pull the string. So we pull it back, and then when we release, you know, and then we have real arrows, and they have points, and they could hurt somebody. So everything is about safety.
Safety. All right. Now, just talking about the programs, most of the programs with Parks and Rec are free programs from Keiki to Kupuna. What other programs are you guys involved in?
Well, we're right now in pickleball.
Ooh, that's a hot
pickleball.
one, yeah?
That's a very, lot of people get left out of it because there's not enough space. We do mahjong.
Mahjong.
We work on our minds as well as our bodies.
Okay, that's what it's all about. It's like this holistic approach, the mind, the body, getting out there, having fun, but also the community aspect. When you were saying you got now tons of friends that you guys are hanging out with.
Yeah, you make a lot of friends.
Yes, and then of course you were doing ukulele as well.
Yeah, I've done ukulele.
I do
Tai Chi.
hula.
Tai Chi, hula, ukulele. Whoa,
Swimming.
Oh, thanks.
Swimming.
Okay, so pretty much anything you can think of, the Parks and Recs, they got
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was talking to you earlier, you're saying there was like 100 different things people can
At
do.
least.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay, so if people watching, listening, whether they're Kupuna or Keikio or, you know, just family out there, what is like the best thing about participating in all of these programs? And why should people be doing it?
Well, it keeps you physically active, keeps your mind active. You find something you want to do, and you meet a lot of people that are just like you. Yeah.
And then it gives you guys like date night, date all the time, yeah?
Right. Well, sometimes I don't go to her quilting class
What? How come you don't go to her quilting
or the hula
class?
class.
But there are guys in it.
See, sky's the limit. Yeah, you know what? That's the great thing about couples is like you can do your own thing separately, and then you guys can do things together. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The majority is together. But
Oh.
Yeah.
not all-
Like, how
there's a
long have you
few.
guys been together while we're here? Ask me.
We've been married for 53 years this year.
53 years. Congratulations,
Thank you.
guys. Okay, see right there, 53 years. That's being a happy couple by staying together, doing your thing on the side, and also doing things together. Go ahead and check out all the different programs, free programs with Parks and Recreation, just like archery, just as Annette and Andy. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily. Let's see that one more time. Can you show everybody one more time how you do? There it is. Don't get in her way. Aloha, welcome back to Hi Now Daily. 4 incredible women will be honored at this year's YWCA Oahu Leader Luncheon. And here to share is their CEO, Noriko Namiki. And I'm very excited to talk to you about this because I had a chance to meet all 4 of the honorees. And boy, are they incredible. But let's talk story about the Leader Luncheon. Sure. It is the 48th annual, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started the event in 1977 when nobody in this town was honoring, women's leadership.
Wow. And look at you guys just paving the way for us women. And I mean, we were talking a little earlier with Colleen upstairs about how important it is to have the YWCA as a pillar here in the community. And 48 years of the luncheon, but 125 years.
Yes.
Total, that's incredible.
Imagine how many organizations can really, celebrate 125th birthday. And we feel so, grateful. And then also, so that makes actually this year's Leader Luncheon even more special for us. Because when you think about it, in 1900, when we started the organization, women even didn't have the right to vote.
Gosh.
Women working in town, they couldn't even use bathrooms, or they didn't have a place to eat their lunch in the building they worked at, because the women were always afterthought.
Wow, and what a long way we've come. But it's so important to keep these conversations top of mind and keep pushing through, because we want to see women just keep excelling and just living life and doing the best that they can. And having organizations like the YWCA Oahu as a support for us is just so special. And let's talk a bit about the Leader Luncheon. We mentioned 48 years. What can we expect this year?
Yes, so we're going to have 4 amazing honorees again on Thursday, May 8th at Leader Luncheon at the Sheraton Waikiki, and I believe there'll be hundreds of people wearing, like this color persimmon, that's our color, and they're going to hear inspiring stories, and also they're going to hear from the women who benefit from our programs.
Absolutely, and there are so many different programs that fall under the YWCA Oahu, and you have to tell me about the 4 that are being honored this year.
Oh, sure. So, that I think today, they're gonna hear more about Michelle Kauhane from Hawaii Community Foundation, Alicia Flores of H&H. LNL, sorry, and then also Hawaii, and then also Christy Inkinen Yanagihara from Remedy Staffing,
yes,
and then also last but not least is Momi Akimitsu from Bank of Hawaii.
So incredible. I'm telling you, I had a chance to sit down with them, and they're just so inspiring to hear their stories from as children growing up in this community and now being able to serve in a different capacity, what they've learned along the way, and just having a lot of their mentors say and speak such kind things about what they've done for the community. It has been truly inspiring. So if anybody has a chance to go to the Leader Luncheon, are tickets still available? Can they come on in, or how does that work?
Yes, so we've been, asking for table sponsorships, but this week we're going to make tickets available too.
Yay!
Yeah, and it's going to be really exciting because, Leader Luncheon really serves different purposes, really to honor those women for their accomplishments, but also there'll be so many future Leader Luncheon honorees in the, room, so they really will be inspired. When you can see those women, when you can see women in action, it's so powerful.
Absolutely. And I know it is the Leader Luncheon and we're supporting women, all the honorees are women, but can men attend the event? Or
Absolutely.
Okay, because nothing I love more than men supporting women as well, because that right there is just speaks to volumes of our community, is women supporting women, but also the entire community just supporting each other, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if people wanted to get tickets, where would they go?
I would them to go to www.ywca.org and look for Leader Luncheon.
Awesome, and then take a look at all the things there on their website as well, because they've got an array of what services they provide, the different types of programs, so please go and check them out, and thank you so much for joining me. And of course, we talked about me getting a chance to meet all of the honorees, so we are gonna toss it over to a package when I got to meet Michelle Kauhane. Check it out. For the last 48 years, the YWCA Oahu has been recognizing extraordinary women in our community. And today we'd like to introduce you to one of this year's Leader Luncheon honorees, Michelle Kauhane of Hawaii Community Foundation.
I grew up in what my husband would call Kauhaneville, surrounded by cousins. My dad came from a big family with 5 boys and 2 girls, which produced 17 grandchildren, and we all grew up together. So I was raised by the Kauhane village. The mentors and the examples in my own family were models of what I aspired to do and be in community. I had aunts that I looked up to and thought that they were so graceful and did meaningful things, and those are the people who inspired sort of the path. Hawaii Community Foundation, I think that Micah and I have a very unique relationship, and there was an acknowledgement that we sort of are the yin and the yang, the balance to one another. When he asked me to think about being a part of the Community Foundation, my first response was sort of like, you sure, you sure? Because we don't always think alike. And after thinking about it, a tremendous amount of respect for a leader who understands the diversity of opinion and welcoming that to be right next to you so that we can push each other. Things that he is great at, I'm not so great at, and vice versa. So it's been an awesome and amazing partnership. And before coming here, most of my life was dedicated to nonprofit sector. I've worked in and alongside Hawaiian community for the last 2 decades, passionate about serving our people.
Michelle and I have known each other for decades, since we were students together at Kamehameha schools, and our careers have crossed each other. Had the opportunity to see her passion for community and all the things she stood for. I can't think of anyone more deserving than her for an award like this. Not just as a woman leader, but as a leader in Hawaii. I mean, I'm so proud of standing with her. Michelle and I have a very unique relationship. I mean, it's one that has just a very high level of trust and respect for each other. And I view kind of the last at least 6 or 7 years as someone who has actually co-led this organization with me. I mean, she complements a lot of the things that I can't do. And when you have someone that you can have that level of comfort, you really kind of double up on your ability to get things done. One of the things that I think a lot of our team members at HCF get uncomfortable with is her ability to really push the BS button on me. Sometimes, I'm out there with ideas and she kind of brings me back down to earth. And I do the same thing for her too, so it goes both ways. Like I said, it's a great partnership. I think this place is going to be in really good hands in the future, knowing that someone like her is going to be around this organization as I depart.
I have a plaque on my desk at home that is a constant reminder that says, I want to remind every little girl that they can be whatever they want to be. And I think that is just something that resonates. I think I've had lots of awesome role models, including my own mom, who graduated from college the same year I did, who taught me grit and tenacity and to stick with those things that are most important to you. And so I think any little girl can grow up to be everything that she wants to be. Oftentimes, people see leadership qualities in us as women before we actually see them in ourselves. And while I recognize the kuleana that comes with leadership, I think that this is really just a humbling and really amazing honor. So I just thank the Y for that recognition.
Michelle, congratulations on this award. Long overdue, very, very deserving. Congratulations.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. If you're looking for something fun to do this week, the Blue Note has got you covered. Our friend Jake Shimabukuro has a couple of shows coming up, and it's something you're not going to want to miss. Take a look.
Jake Shimabukuro here. Just want to give a big shout out, to the whole team over at Hi Now, Michael Harris and everyone. Thank you so much for always being so supportive of the community, and especially, for always supporting the arts and live music. Just want to give a shout out to the Blue Note Hawaii. If you haven't been to the Blue Note over in Waikiki, please come on down. I'll be performing there April 9th and 10th. We're doing 2 shows a night, so please come on down. A lot of times we have guests. You never know who's going to show up, so hope to see you there. But once again, thank you so much for supporting the arts. Thank you for supporting live music, and we'll see you soon. All right, aloha.
Thanks, Jake. That's going to be such a fun show happening this week, April 9th and 10th at the Blue Note. And he's right. You never know who's going to show up for a little jam session on stage. Just scan the QR code to purchase tickets for a fun night full of vibes and good music. Now, a longtime Team USA speed skating coach who's from Hawaii is back home ahead of the push to next year's Winter Olympics. Ryan Shimabukuro, I wonder if he's related to Jake. But anyway, he returned. Where else? The Ice Palace. Lynn Kawano has the story.
Because of the intense training schedule, Ryan Shimabukuro isn't able to return to Hawaii often. But when he does, he comes back to where it all started. Hawaii isn't well represented in the Winter Olympics, but one local boy has been a staple, a Team USA speed skating coach for about 25 years.
Hey, what's up, Ryan, man? How's it going, man? Nothing, man. Welcome home, man.
Ryan Shimabukuro, born and raised on Oahu, is back in the islands for a week-long vacation before training revs up for February's Winter Games. He returned to the Ice Palace, where he first learned to skate. He's a celebrity in the skating community, the only person pictured on the wall at the venue. Shimabukuro's love for the sport started in 1980 when American Eric Heiden won an historic 5 gold medals. 2 years later, the Ice Palace opened up at Stadium Mall.
I used my paper route money to buy my own skates. And eventually I went up to a training camp in Marquette, Michigan in 1987 when I was 14 years old.
Ryan at that time was a freshman at Mauna Loa High School, and we decided to take a loan out and go for it.
He found success as a speed skater, placing high in national events, but he was realistic about his future.
I had dreams and aspirations of going to the Olympics as a competitor, but when that fell short, I just thank God that I had a second chance at my Olympic dream through coaching.
Gold medalist and Olympic champion.
His team of skaters include Erin Jackson, the 2022 gold medalist in Beijing, who will try to defend her title. Shimabukuro has coached 5 different Olympians, amassing 7 Olympic medals. If you add the hardware from national and international events, he has hundreds.
Ryan realized his goal of becoming Hawaii's first Winter Olympic, not as a skater, but as a coach. That was his dream. He's fulfilling it.
Shimabukuro says he doesn't know how many years he has left with Team USA, but he'll continue to coach at some level for years to come. I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawaii News Now.
All right, how inspiring. And welcome back, Ryan. All right, thank you guys so much for watching Hi Now Daily. We will be back with more fun stuff tomorrow. Have a great day. See you later.